Scott Pontiac Lee USA Speedway pace car, driven by George McAllister, gets ready to leave the racetrack. Joe Calnan is his starter tonight, assisted by Don Horvath up on the flag stand. As we get ready for heat number 1, these are the Lee USA Speedway street stocks, ready to take the green. Okay, an 8-lap qualifying heat for the street stocks as they attempt to qualify for tonight's Budweiser Triple Crown feature, and they're underway. The number 41 leaps to the lead by the 0 of Bill Quinn. The 41 goes to the lead. That's Bob Patch out of Lebanon, Maine. Dave Plourd in the 45 runs second, and the 30 of Mark LeBlanc now runs in the third spot. 77 is of Bob Wallace, the 6 Wayne Dixon, and the 0 of Bill Quinn. As the street stocks are underway, qualifying heat number 1. Wayne Dixon spins off the second turn and down onto the pit road. Out of harm's way and gets the race car refired. Meanwhile, leaders combine to complete the second lap of this 8-lap qualifying heat. Bob Patch still the leader. Dave Plourd in the McDonald's-sponsored car number 45 runs second. Plourd, a real strong runner in the street stock division. Mark LeBlanc is third. And the 77 of Bob Wallace runs in the fourth spot. This time by the crossed flags will go up, indicating halfway through this first qualifying heat. Dave Plourd loose in the turn. Loses some ground on Bob Patch, and now Mark LeBlanc goes to work on him. LeBlanc in the number 30 right there as they race off the fourth turn. Bob Patch, no stranger to Lee USA Speedway, continues to lead this street stock heat. He'll get 2 laps to go this time. 2 laps left as Dave Plourd runs second. LeBlanc is third. Bob Wallace still runs in the fourth spot. Wayne Dixon comes off the fourth turn to get 2 to go. He's fifth. And then Bill Quinn runs in the 6th spot in the 0. White flag is up. And just a lap left. And the checkered flag will fly this time. They'll finish 1, 2, 3 across the line. Bob Patch, Dave Plourd for second, Mark LeBlanc third. Bob Wallace in the 77 finishes in the fourth spot. Then the 6 of Wayne Dixon for fifth, and the 0, Bill Quinn, ends up in the 6th qualifying spot. So goes heat number 1 for the Lee USA Speedway street stocks. And we'll go green flag racing, another 8-lap qualifier for the Lee USA Speedway street stock set to go. Here they come. And the yellow light comes back on. The car is just not lined up properly for the start, and Joe Calnan puts the yellow back on. We'll try for another start. On the line tonight, here they come. And there's the green once again. Fulton Mountain to the lead in the number 7. And Bob Mack races the second in the number 11. Fred Jackson third in the number 9. And then the 18 of Joey Eastman runs in the fourth spot. Trouble on the backstretch for the number 4 of Larry Abbott, and it brings out the caution flag. Did get 1 lap complete. All the blues on the outside. Now cleared the racetrack and ready to restart this qualifying heat with 1 lap complete. 7 to go. Here they come. And there's the green for the restart. Fulton Mountain in the lead in the number 7. And just the way that Bob Mack got loose coming out of the 4th turn could be an indication of the track conditions already, as Mack settles for 2nd spot in the number 11. Fred Jackson is 3rd. And then Joey Eastman runs in the 4th spot. There's Fulton in the white number 7. Bob Mack right there with him on the backstretch. Then Fred Jackson, Joey Eastman, Rodney Moody, and James Burt. Bob Mack sort of knocking on the back door there. Fulton Mountain. Mack knows that with track conditions the way they are, he doesn't want to take a chance up on the outside as they get the cross flags, and they're halfway through. Mack waiting for a hole to open as he stays right there with Fulton Mountain. Now looks to the outside as they race off the 4th turn. Mack again trying it the hard way, up on the outside and down the backstretch. They go 3 wide into turn number 3. Look out, Fred Jackson's in the middle of that with 2 laps to go. 3 wide off the 4th turn, and Rodney Moody comes out. On top of that one into 3rd spot. Fred Jackson tries to hold on to 4th as he mixes it up with James Burt in the 17 through the 1st and 2nd turn. Bumpers were locked as they went through the turn. Meanwhile, the leaders get 1 lap to go. Fulton Mountain and Bob Mack. Rodney Moody is 3rd. Joey Eastman 4th. James Burt is 5th. Fred Jackson is 6th as the checkered flag comes up this time. And point leader Fulton Mountain will win it. Bob Mack for 2nd. Rodney Moody 3rd. Joey Eastman 4th. James Burt 5th. And Fred Jackson finishes in the 6th spot. And so goes heat number 2 for the Lee USA Speedway Street Stocks. The 3 grids next. That's Brian Andrews out of Cushnet, Massachusetts. And the 14 is Tom Fuller from Allenstown. The 27 is Hugh Woodman of Lebanon, Maine. And the number 44 grids alongside of him, Peter Michaud from Newmarket, New Hampshire. Another 8-lap qualifying heat. These guys have to run through the qualifying heats to make it into the big feature events later on tonight. Here they come. And I don't think we'll get a start that time. A bit out of shape at the start. Yes, the caution light comes back out again, and no start. No start. Among some of those feature winners out there in this heat, the 88 of Lee Weldy, the 9 New Hampshire of Bill Clark, and the 27 of Hugh Woodman. They've each won feature events. 7 different winners in the street stock ranks. And they line up again side by side. They'll look for the green flag this time around. They come. And there's the green flag. Lee Weldy from the pole position takes the lead. Bill Clark runs in 2nd. Sean Terrio is 3rd. Brian Andrews runs 4th. And the 33 of Mike Melvin is 5th as he mixes it up with Tom Fuller in the turn. Melvin comes around and, just misses the Armco barrier in the infield. Keeps it going, gets right back out on the racetrack, but of course after driving through that grass down there, he's got some wet tires and has to get off the gas when he gets back out on the asphalt. Meanwhile, the leaders race off the 4th turn to complete lap number 2. Lee Weldy is the leader. Bill Clark is 2nd. Sean Terrio is 3rd. Brian Andrews runs 4th. Michaud is 5th, and again, same spot in the infield. This time the 14. Tom Fuller in trouble. Weldy opening himself up a good-sized lead. He'll get the halfway mark this time. Bill Clark runs second. A battle for third. Sean Terrio in the number 8. And Brian Andrews in the number 3. Andrews looks to the inside and takes over the third spot. Terrio now trying to hold on to fourth with Peter Michaud there in the number 44. Terrio forced way up high and loses that spot. 2 laps to go this time. Here's the leader across the stripe, Lee Weldy. Bill Clark runs second. Brian Andrews is third. Peter Michaud fourth. Now Hugh Woodman up to fifth in the number 27. The white flag. Less than a lap now as Lee Weldy makes his way through the final 2 turns, and he'll come off the 4th turn to get the checkered flag, wins the heat. Bill Clark will hold on for second, Brian Andrews third, Peter Michaud fourth, Hugh Woodman fifth, Sean Terrio will finish 6th. And just coming through the turn, well, actually he'll retire to the pit area, the number 14 of Tom Fuller. And those are the qualifying heats for the street stocks. Pace car goes off, indicating we'll go to green flag racing next time around. Pete Madden sits on the pole in the number 40, and then Steve Channing outside of him. There's the green flag. Pro stocks are underway. Pete Madden to the lead from that pole position, races down the backstretch. Channing right on the back bumper runs second. Belisle is third. Gary Gaudet is fourth. They freight train it off the 4th turn and down the front stretch. Madden now opening himself up a comfortable lead off the 2nd turn and down the backstretch. Belisle down underneath Steve Channing, trying to take that 2nd spot away. Channing trying to hold his ground as they race down the front stretch. Channing holds off Belisle and runs in 2nd in the number 27. Belisle goes to 3rd. Then the 00 Gary Gaudet runs 4th. And Art Tappan runs 5th. Crossed flags, they're halfway. Pete Madden with a good-sized lead in the number 40. Steve Channing runs 2nd, and the 35 of Don Belisle runs 3rd. Gary Gaudet is 4th. Art Tappan is 5th. Wayne Hallowell runs in the 6th spot in the number 77. Then Dave Caruso is 7th in the 1X. White flag, just a lap left. Checkered flag is up, and Pete Madden will win it. Steve Channing for 2nd. Don Belisle holds on for 3rd in the 35. Gary Gaudet finishes 4th. Art Tappan is 5th. Or rather, Art Tappan 5th. Wayne Hallowell 6th. Then Dave Caruso 7th in the 1X. So goes heat number 1 for the Lee USA Speedway Pro Stocks. Is the number 14. Actually, tonight being scored as the 74. That's Rick Martin out of Westport. They're running the 14 being scored as the 74 tonight, as Art Tappan runs as the 14 here. The 02 grids next from Lowell. That's Rick Burrill. And the A1 from North Chelmsford, Massachusetts, Scott Bonney. Set to take the green, another 8-lap qualifier for the Pro Stocks. Here they come. Oh, and Dick Byron in trouble at the start. And the caution flag comes right back out again as we do not have a good start. Caution flag comes right back out again. Set to take the green again. Here they come. There's the green for Joe Calnan, and a good start that time as Dick Byron and Steve Hall race side by side into the turn, but not for long as Byron goes to the lead. And now Bobby Gahan from the inside in the number 50 goes to second. Jim McCallum right up there in the number 2. Motors into the 3rd spot. Steve Hall is back to 4th, and Jim Rosenfield runs 5th in the number 44. Off the second turn and down the backstretch, Dick Byron still the leader. Gahan runs 2nd. Jim McCallum is 3rd. Steve Hall is 4th. Jimmy Rosenfield is 5th. And Rick Martin runs in the 6th spot. Cross flags, halfway this time. Leaders 1, 2, 3 on the backstretch. Byron, Gahan, and McCallum. And several car lengths back comes Steve Hall, Jimmy Rosenfield, Rick Martin, Scott Bonney, Dick Houlihan, and Rick Burrell. Two laps to go this time. White flag. Less than a lap now for the front 3 cars as they race off the second turn and down the backstretch. Gahan will try one more time the inside of Dick Byron, and no going that time as Gahan has to back off. He'll try it again on the inside as they race off the 4th turn, and Gahan takes the lead away. Bobby Gahan makes a daring move on the last lap and takes the win in the number 50. Dick Byron goes to 2nd and Jim McCallum for 3rd. So Bobby Gahan waits to the last possible moment, gets a nose down underneath Dick Byron, and motors by to take the win. Now the lights go off on the pace car indicating we'll go green next time. Dan Bezanson sits on the pole in this one in the 64, and Phil Mullen in the number 5 right alongside. Another 8-lap qualifying heat for the Pro Stocks. Here they come. And the caution comes back out just a little too quick for the start. They want a good, even start. Cars to be starting side by side when they get the green flag, and caution flag comes out. There's a lot of these Pro Stock drivers are getting set for the big Governor's Cup $100,000 to win Pro Stock 100 lap feature on Sunday afternoon, August 26th at 4 p.m. Almost $13,000 in purse money just for that race alone. And they'll be qualifying for the pole position of that race the preceding Friday night, which is Friday, August 24th. And then the big Governor's Cup 100 brought to you by Motorcraft on Sunday afternoon, August 26th for the Pro Stocks 100 laps, $5,000 to win. Be sure that some of these guys that are making their first appearance here at Lee USA Speedway have that in mind as they hope to get their cars set up for that tonight. As the green flag comes down, they're underway. Through the first and second turn, it's tight. And down the backstretch, Dan Bezanson the leader, Damon Tavalaris is 2nd. Dale Shaw just a little bit loose through the turn. On down the backstretch. Bazanson the leader. Tavalaris runs second. Now Pete Frappier is up to third. Phil Mullen is fourth. Phil Burrill, Paul Richardson, and Dale Shaw all right together behind Phil Mullen. Leaders pull away from the rest of the field. That's Bazanson in the 64, Tavalaris in the 6th, and Frappier in the 05 as they get the cross flags there halfway. Laps to go this time. Leaders 1, 2, 3 through the third and fourth turn. They get the white flag and just a lap to go. Phil Burrill now runs in the fourth spot and Paul Richardson fifth. Bob Cotton is 6th, Dale Shaw is 7th. As the checkered flag comes up, Bazanson wins it. Tavalaris 2nd, Frappier 3rd, Burrill is 4th, Richardson 5th, Cotton 6th, Dale Shaw 7th, Phil Mullen is 8th, Wes Saunders finishes 9th in the number 96. And that's the third qualifying event for the Lee USA Speedway Pro Stocks. All right, this is the first qualifying heat for the Lee USA Speedway Hobby Stocks out on the racetrack now. The unpredictable Hobby Stocks at Lee USA Speedway. They are set to go for their 8-lap qualifier. And there's the green flag. They are underway. John DeBarro, who started on the outside pole in the number 9, takes the lead. The 77 runs in second spot. Look out, trouble in the turn. Gathers it back up and gets going again. That's Steve Russo in the number 8. A spin in the turn. Oh, everybody just gets around the number 49 over there, Joe Caruso. Stopped in the second turn. Meanwhile, DeBarro's got himself a good-sized lead. Joe Mountain runs second in the 12. Jim Brown third in the 28. The 43 of Johnny Arvo is 4th. The 38 of Mike Currier runs 5th. DeBarro with almost a straightaway lead. Works his way through the third and fourth turn in that orange and white number 9. Joe Mountain runs second. Jim Brown is third. Johnny Arvo is 4th. Mike Currier 5th. Here's a battle for 6th. 92 of Mike Gallo. Moving on the inside. Trying to take over that 6th spot in the number 92. Two laps to go this time for Big John. Joe Mountain running in the second spot in the number 12. Number 77 on mosquito control tonight. As the white flag comes out, just a lap left. Checkered flag flies this time, and John DeBarro wins it. Joe Mountain finishes second, Jim Brown third, Johnny Arvo fourth, Mike Currier fifth, Mike Gallo, 6th spot. Charlie Bodwell starts alongside in the 73. The 15 is Rob Colby, starting inside of the second row. The 24 junior is Lance Davis out of East Lebanon, Maine, as they get set to come around and get the green flag for another qualifying heat. Also on the field, the 58 is Brian Batchelder, the 01 of Dave Holt, the 08 of Mike Kimball, the 37 is David Mountain, the 25 is Tim Curley, and already in trouble up against the wall in the second turn, but he gets it refired and back underway down the backstretch. Meanwhile, back up front, Charlie Bodwell is the leader in the number 73. Lance Davis is second, Rob Colby third, Rick Fountain back to 4th spot. And the number 13, that's David Snell. Had that little problem right at the start in the red number 13. Charlie Bodwell, ooh, he's in trouble and loses the right front wheel as he goes off the second turn. Was slowed right down, and then all of a sudden that right front tire pops off. Somebody hit the tire. It's flying into the infield in the second turn. Look out down there, you guys working in the infield. We got a loose tire, and Bodwell's able to drive the car into the pit area. All right, Lance Davis has inherited the lead. In the 24, Rob Colby outside runs second, then Rick Fountain is third in the number 20. And the 13 is, of course, a lap down as they get the green flag. And they're back underway. But no start. Lance Davis and Rob Colby in the front row. A couple of strong runners here in the hobby stock division set to take the green. And there they go. Side by side through that first and second turn. Off the second turn and down the backstretch, Lance Davis gets the lead. And Rob Colby is second. Rick Fountain runs third. Now battle for fourth between Brian Batchelder in the number 58 and Dave Mountain in the 37. Dave Holt and Tim Curley are dicing it out on the backstretch in the 01 and the 25. I think they got hooked up momentarily, but back underway as the rest of the field gets the cross flags. Rob Colby down underneath Lance Davis trying to take that lead away. Colby in the 15, Davis in the 24. Here they come off the fourth turn. Colby's got the lead. Davis settles for second. And the battle for third now between Dave Mountain and Rick Fountain. Fountain and Mountain dice it out on the backstretch. 2 laps to go this time. Front 2 runners in a comfortable lead. Charlie Bodwell back out there in the 73. White flag, just a lap to go. David Mountain way up high in the number 37 as he continues to battle with Rick Fountain. Fountain on the inside and Mountain on the outside. Down the backstretch. David trying to do it the hard way on the outside as the checkered flag comes up and Rob Colby will win it. Lance Davis for second. Here comes that battle for third. And Rick Fountain holds on in the number 20. Dave Mountain finishes fourth. In the 37, Brian Batchelder fifth in the number 58. As another hobby stock heat roars out onto the racetrack behind the pace car. On the pole, the number 47. That's Johnny Durant. Alongside of him, the 06 of Len Bowles out of York, Maine. The 80 grids next. That's Doug Ricker And alongside of him, the number 95 of Ron Bolduc. The 69 is Brian Thompson. And the 40 is Don Thornton. The 08 is, 09 is Mike Davis. The 9, Mike Barry. And they're underway as they race off the fourth turn. Johnny Durant is the leader. Ron Bolduc runs second. Len Bowles is third. Doug Ricker is fourth. Johnny Durant continues to show the way around. Ron Bolduc is second, then Len Bowles runs third. Doug Ricker is fourth in the number 80. Now Bolduc looks to the inside of Johnny Durant as Durant drifts just a little bit in the turn. Bolduc puts the hammer down. Durant tries to hold him off and does. As Bolduc is right there in the number 95. Cross flags, they're halfway. Len Bowles is caught right up as well, and he's right there in the hunt for the lead. Again, Johnny Durant has Ron Bolduc and Len Bowles right there behind him as Durant continues to show the way around. 2 laps to go this time. Ooh, way up high off the turn. Look out, that's Doug Ricker. And oh boy, everybody just gets around him. And Doug's able to get the car refired. He's down into the infield. Boy, that was close. Now Doug's on the wet grass, having a hard time getting back out on the track. White flag, just a lap left. As Ron Bolduc has gone back to third spot. Len Bowles now runs second in the 06. Johnny Durant, the winner. Len Bowles finishes second. Ron Bolduc is third. Here comes fourth place for Mike Davis. Don Thornton finishes fifth. And the number 9 of Mike Barry finishes sixth. The 69 of Brian Thompson finishes seventh. And a close one there for the 80 of Doug Ricker as he spun around, and everybody coming out of the turn was able to get around him. And no problems that time. 21 is Mitch Wendell. The 5, Greg Stower. The 79 is Brian Granson. The 77 is Ed Collins. Set to take the green. Here they come. And there's the green flag. Bob Burrill up on the outside of Joe Henderson takes the lead. Henderson runs second as Frank Evans looks to the inside of Henderson now, trying to take that second spot away. Oh, a spin in the turn. Gathers it back up and keeps going. That's the 15 of Chuck Taylor back underway. Meanwhile, off the fourth turn comes the leader. That's Bob Burrill in the 72. Frank Evans runs second. Joe Henderson third in the 03. Being challenged by Charlie Diamond in the number 8. Diamond gets around him on the outside to take over third, and Greg Stower trying to follow suit in the number 5. And Stower takes over the fourth spot in the 5. Henderson goes to fifth in the 03. Cross flags, they're halfway. Burrill still the leader and a comfortable lead in the number 72. Frank Evans runs second in the 61. Charlie Diamond is third. Greg Stower is fourth. Brian Grants in the 79 goes to fifth. Joe Henderson runs in the sixth spot in the 03. 2 laps to go. White flag. Less than a lap now for Bob Burrill out in front in the number 72. Here comes the checkered flag. Burrill wins it. Frank Evans finishes second. Charlie Diamond third. Greg Stower fourth. Brian Grants fifth. Joe Henderson sixth. Ed Collins finishes in the seventh spot in the number 77. And that is heat number 1 for the Lee USA Speedway late models. Heat number 2, Lee USA Speedway late models. Another 8-lap qualifying heat on the racetrack now. Pat Patton and A.J. Began in the front row. Here they come. And there's the green. They are underway as they race through the first and second turn and on down the backstretch. Pat Patton is the leader. Dennis Dupuis runs second. A.J. Began third. He's stuck up there on the outside as Bud Savory gets underneath him on the inside to take over the third spot. Began and Bolduc now dice it out for fourth. Bolduc on the inside of the blue number 26 and Began on the outside in the 52. Bolduc wins that battle on the inside to take over fourth. Began goes to fifth. Brian Short is sixth. Jeff Fagan is seventh. Down the backstretch, Pat Patton continues to lead. Dennis Dupuis is second. Bud Savory is third. Bob Bolduc fourth. A.J. Began is fifth. Brian Short is sixth. Jeff Fagan is seventh. Bill Rompuy is eighth. Art Benjamin ninth. And Steve Fielding is 10th. Halfway through this qualifying heat. This time by, they'll have 2 laps to go. 2 to go. White flag is up and just a lap left. Leaders race through the third and fourth turn. They come around and get the checkered flag, and Pat Patton will win it. Dennis Dupuis second, Bud Savory third, Bob Bolduc fourth, A.J. Began fifth, Brian Short sixth, Jeff Fagan seventh, Bill Rompuy eighth, A.J. Began ninth, Steve Fielding 10th, and Jeff Denning ends up in the 11th spot in this qualifying heat for the late models. In the 08, also a Pro Stock ace and runner with the American Canadian Tour. Dick Houlihan, a regular runner at the Seekonk Speedway in the 01. Here tonight, competing for the Budweiser Series points. Here they come, and just a little too quick. Caution comes back out. Just a little too quick to get on the gas. And the caution flag comes right back out. Also out there, the 02, that's the Martel welding car of Rick Burrill out of Lowell. Rick, the former, I should say, last year's late model champion here at Lee USA Speedway. Driving for Jerry Martell this year in the 02. Good-looking automobile, as Jerry always does field some of the best-looking pro stocks. Now they're lined up and set to go. Here they come. Now they get the green flag. They're underway. Dave Caruso goes to the lead from the pole position. Scott Bonney runs second. Carlton Roby is third. Dick Houlihan fourth. Phil Mullen is fifth. And it's Rick Burrell and Dale Shaw dicing it out. Last chance to qualify for the big Budweiser feature tonight. And Dave Caruso is the leader. Scott Bonney runs second. Battle for third between Carlton Roby and Dick Houlihan. Houlihan moves on the outside, takes over third as Roby goes to fourth. And the battle for fifth between Phil Mullen and Dale Shaw. Leaders open up a comfortable lead. Caruso and Bonney well out in front in the 1X and the A1, and the 01 of Dick Houlihan runs third, and the 08 of Carlton Roby is fourth. Cross flags come up halfway. It being the last chance to qualify this event with a couple extra laps than a normal qualifying heat, going 10 laps. And they complete lap number 6 as they cross the stripe. It's Caruso and Bonney, Dick Houlihan, now Dale Shaw, and Carlton Roby dice it out on the backstretch. Battling for that fourth spot. This time by, they'll have 2 laps to go, 2 to go. White flag goes up. And just a lap left. Checkered flag will fly this time, and Dave Caruso will hold on to win. Scott Bonney for second, Dick Houlihan third, Dale Shaw fourth, Carlton Roby fifth, Rick Burrell sixth, Phil Mullen seventh. Wes Saunders finishes in the 8th spot in the number 96. So Dave Caruso, as we mentioned, making his first start here at Lee USA Speedway, comes home a winner in the last chance race, the consolation, and beats out 2-time feature winner Scott Bonney in the A1. Laps, 6 to qualify. Here they come. No start. They're out of shape. They're out of shape for the start, so we won't get the green flag this time. Also joining the field, the number 80. It's Doug Ricker out of Lebanon, Maine, in an attempt to qualify for tonight's feature. Here they come again. And they get the green flag. Underway, last chance for the hobby stocks to qualify, the last chance race. And down the backstretch, Steve Russo is the leader. Dave Holt runs second. Charlie Bodwell is third. Brian Thompson is fourth. Joe Caruso is fifth. And the 25 of Tim Curley. Steve Russo shows the way around off the fourth turn. Dave Holt is second. Charlie Bodwell third. Brian Thompson fourth. Joe Caruso is fifth. And now the 80 of Doug Ricker in the final qualifying spot. Off the fourth turn they come. There are the cross flags halfway through. Steve Russo, the leader. Dave Holt is second. Joe Caruso is third. Charlie Bodwell fourth. Brian Thompson fifth. And the 80 of Doug Ricker in the sixth and final qualifying spot. Anybody further back than that, we'll have to call it a night. Oh, in trouble for the number 49. Sparks coming, and he's dropped a drive shaft as it's come right out on the racetrack now, and it'll bring out the caution flag. Sits right in the middle of the racetrack, entering the first turn. Move the program along so that we can get it all in. The street stock feature will be out next. Steve Russo and Dave Holt now line up side by side. We've got 5 laps of this, the 8th lap Hobby Stock Consi. Here they come. Here's the green flag. They are underway. Ooh, look out, trouble in the turn. Tim Curley and the 54 of John Nicholson up there. And they're in trouble up against the turn. Here they come for the restart. And there's the green flag. They're underway. Steve Russo is the leader. Charlie Bodwell now second. Dave Holt is third. Brian Thompson is fourth. Doug Ricker is fifth. And there's that battle for the sixth and final qualifying spot as Tim Curley gets down underneath in the number 25 and gets into the final qualifying spot. 2 laps to go. They'll come around to get the white flag this time. Here comes the checkered flag, and here comes the field. Steve Russo wins it. Charlie Bodwell second. Dave Holt third. Brian Thompson fourth. Doug Ricker fifth. The 25 of Tim Curley finishes sixth. And a tough break for the 54 of John Nicholson, who just misses qualifying by 1 position. Steve Russo takes sort of an insurance lap and races around. "25 laps street stock feature for the Budweiser Triple Crown Series." as Joe Calvin wolfs down the last of a hamburger up there as we decided to forego the intermission period so that we could move right into the feature events tonight. Dave Plord and Fulton Mountain, two of the hot shoes of the street stock division, right in the front row. Here they come. And there's the green flag. Street stock feature underway. And oh, trouble right from the start. Heavy duty sparks. Right front wheel off of Hugh Woodman's number 27. Wheel slaps the wall. And Woodman, in a shower of sparks, comes to the stop right up at the top of the track in the fourth turn. The tire still rolling. And it will stop in the infield. Good job, Don. Now we'll get set to start. No laps complete. Still Dave Plord and Fulton Mountain in the front row. Here they come. And there's the green flag. And they race into the first and second turn. Fulton Mountain with the tough job up on the outside. Plord holds him off and takes a comfortable lead. Now Bob Patch moves down underneath Fulton Mountain, trying to take over the second spot. Off the fourth turn they come. Patch down underneath Fulton Mountain, and here's Lee Weldy. Now, Bill Clark in trouble in the number 9. Mike Melvin spins into the infield and just connects with the Jersey barrier in there. Also is a spin, as we mentioned, Bill Clark has spun into 9 New Hampshire. He was the Budweiser Series point leader going into tonight. Melvin's able to get the 33 refired, runs over his own bumper. Trying to get back out on the racetrack. Meanwhile, the leaders cross the strike to complete lap number 3. Dave Plord is the leader in the 45. Bob Patch runs second. Lee Weldy is third. Fulton Mountain is fourth. And the 30 of Martin LeBlanc runs in the 5th spot. Brian Andrews is 6th. Bob Mack is 7th. Rodney Mooney is 8th. Joey Eastman is 9th. Peter Michaud in the 44 is 10th. That's your top 10. Going around to complete lap number 5. Dave Plord opened himself up a comfortable lead. He's got about a 4 or 5 car length lead as he races through the 3rd and 4th turn, about to encounter some lap traffic in a lap or two. Bob Patch runs second, Lee Weldy third, Fulton Mountain is 4th. Is pretty well strung out up front as Plord continues to lead. Bob Patch second, Lee Weldy third. Fulton Mountain fourth, Martin LeBlanc is 5th. Brian Andrews is 6th. Bob Mack is 7th. Rodney Mooney 8th. Joey Eastman 9. And Peter Michaud 10th. Top 10 after 10 laps. Lord continues to lead. Bob Patch right there waiting for something to open up as Lee Weldy runs in third. And oh, Bob Patch in trouble in the number 41. Slows down and pulls to the high side of the racetrack. A tough break as he was right there battling for the lead. The halfway mark, they're halfway through, and unfortunately Bob Patch only makes it halfway as he goes into the pit area in the number 41. Toward the leader now, Lee Weldy is second. Fulton Mountain in the 7 is third. Mark LeBlanc is fourth. Brian Andrews is fifth. And Bob Mack is sixth. Weldy trying to close in on Plord. 15 laps down and 10 to go. 10 laps left. Still the leader in the number 45. Lord's got 3 feature wins so far of the season in the number 45. Currently runs third in points. And as far as the Budweiser points go, currently runs in the 7th spot. Next time by, he'll have 5 laps to go. Dave Plord in the 45. Lee Weldy is second in the 88. Fulton Mountain is third. 5 to go. Mark LeBlanc runs fourth. Brian Andrews is fifth. Bob Mack is sixth. Now into some heavier lap traffic on the backstretch. They work their way around on the outside. Plord about to put Bill Clark down a lap. Plord in the 45. Clark in the number 9. Clark doing a good job of staying out of the way. As now Lee Weldy pulls to the inside of Dave Plord. 2 laps to go. Weldy and Plord exchange a little paint off the 4th turn. Weldy stuck on the inside behind Bill Clark. Clark, of course, going to go a lap down, and Plord uses it to his advantage. He's right there. Now they'll get the white flag and just a lap left again as they work their way around the lap traffic. Mark LeBlanc trying to move underneath Fulton Mountain, trying to take over that 3rd spot. Look out, it's tight on the backstretch. Plord out there by himself, but the battle's from second on back. Here they come. Checkered flag is up. Plord will win it. Look at this battle. Oh, too close to call. Too close to call. Brian Andrews right in there in the number 3. Lee Weldy there. Fulton Mountain in the 7. Too close to call. A wild finish to this street stock feature, the Budweiser Triple Crown Series. We do know that Dave Plord has won it in the number 45. We'll just have to wait and see on the rest of the results. Lee Weldy finishes second in the 88. The 3 of Brian Andrews finishes third. The 7 of Fulton Mountain finishes fourth. The 11 of Bob Mack finishes fifth. The 30 of Mark LeBlanc finishes sixth. So it was the 45, followed by the 88. The 3 was third. The 7, fourth. The 11 5th. And that's how they finished. Wow, what a wild finish. And I think we had the same type of finish here last Friday night in the street stock feature. It's just been some wild finishes lately. And this one, no exception, as Dave Plord comes in to win his 4th feature on the 1990 season. And Bob Watson will be speaking to him in Victory Lane momentarily. Track photographers Troy Breggy and Rich Hayes down there waiting to take photos. As Dave Plord climbs out of the car, he can hear you now, ladies and gentlemen. A round of applause. Dave Plord, the big street stock feature winner, part of the Budweiser Triple Crown Series here at the USA Speedway. Brian, Budweiser down there to make the presentation. All right, let's go trackside where Bob Watson is standing by. Bob?
Yes, sir, Pete. Again, David, congratulations one more time, buddy.
Thank you very much. I owe this to the crew. This car got wrecked about 4 weeks ago, and they've been working hard to get it straightened out. This one goes to the entire crew. The whole gang, Rob, the engine, built everybody. Could have done it without them.
I'll tell you, Brian, I don't know whether you have anything to say, but on behalf of Budweiser, Brian? On behalf of Budweiser and the King of Beers, congratulations to you, and look forward to seeing you again next year at the Budweiser Triple Crown.
This is all about it, too, because they straightened it out.
All righty. How about one more time, ladies and gentlemen? Nice round of applause for David Plord.
Okay, Bob Watson, thank you very much.
We also got word, Peter, that David, congratulations, you have another bonus coming from Camp 2.
All right, we can use it.
The lap leader of the year, ladies and gentlemen. Camp 2 lap leaders. He'll pick up an extra, I believe, $150 to $200 for that.
24 of the finest pro stocks in New England set to take the green. Race number 3 of the Budweiser Triple Crown Series. Of course, the Cam 2 lap leader award on the line. As is all the money. The extra purse money, 50 laps for the pro stocks. They are set to take the green. Bobby Gahan and Pete Madden in the front row. Here they come. There's the green. They're underway. Gahan from the pole position takes the lead. Now the battle for second. Pete Madden on the outside of Steve Channing goes to second. Channing runs third. Dan Bezanson is fourth. Jim McCallum is fifth. And Pete Frappier is sixth. Down the backstretch. Oh, and McCallum in trouble. Spins on the backstretch down into the infield. Jim McCallum in the number 2. And he gets it refired and back out on the racetrack and spins again and stops in the middle of the racetrack. Jim McCallum, who pulls out on the racetrack and then stops, and it seems to be a habit of his here at Lee USA Speedway. And he's going to be disqualified. Steve Channing is third. Dan Bezanson fourth. Pete Frappier is fifth. And Don Belial runs in the sixth spot. Jim McCallum down there consulting with Joe Callan, the starter. This is a tough one for McCallum. Does a little burnout, reminiscent of New England Dragway, but this was a tough one for McCallum, who was leading the Budweiser points on the way into the show tonight, but made a dangerous move there as he drove out onto the racetrack and then stopped in an attempt to bring out the yellow flag. And of course, that's a direct violation of the rules and certainly a safety hazard here at the USA Speedway. And disqualified. Field is set for the restart. Bobby Gahan and Pete Madden in the front row. 2 laps complete, here they come. And there's the green flag. Gahan to the lead again. Madden runs second. Steve Channing is third. And the battle for fourth between Pete Frappier and Dan Bazanson. Gahan opening up a comfortable lead as Madden, comfortable second spot. Dan Bazanson runs third, Steve Channing is fourth, then it's Dick Byron and Pete Frappier dicing it out for fifth spot. Oh, and trouble in the turn. That's several cars involved as they all try to get on the brakes to avoid the 35 of Don Belial. Brings out the caution flag, the 01 of Dick Houlihan up there, as well as the 68 of Bob Cotton, 77 of Wayne Hallowell, the 02 of Rick Burrill, the A1 of Scott Bonney, and the 08 of Carlton Roby, all up there in the turn. Paul Richardson starts inside of the fourth row in the number 66. And Phil Burrill alongside in the 7M. Then Gary Gaudette and Jimmy Rosenfield, Wayne Hallowell and Steve Hall, Art Tappan and Rick Martin, Dave Caruso and Rick Burrill. 5 laps complete of the 50-lap Pro Stock feature. Here they come, and there's the green. Gahan to the lead again. Madden is second. Dan Bazanson and Pete Frappier now dice it out for third spot. Down the backstretch. Gahan, Madden, and now Frappier is third. Dan Bazanson is fourth, and here comes Paul Richardson in the 66. Oh, Richardson and Dan Bazanson get mixed up on the backstretch. Dick Byron pull. Oh, we've got, oh no, bad on the backstretch. Bad crash, several cars involved. Chain reaction crash, and the red flag comes out, stopping the race completely. Several cars, better than half the field involved in the backstretch. It all started with Dan Bazanson and Paul Richardson got together off the second turn. Several cars involved over there. A very dangerous situation. Red flag comes out. Better than half the field involved in that one. Several cars involved. The worst Pro Stock accident that we've seen this year, certainly in recent years here at Lee USA Speedway, with so many cars involved. Just a chain reaction as Paul Richardson and Dan Bazanson got together initially on the backstretch. And then several cars, of course, just getting up to top speed there. and no place to go. At the request of the drivers that we do sort of pull the plug on the program because the track conditions are worsening as the air gets heavier and we get more moisture in the air. So here is what's going to happen with the program. This program, the remainder of this program will be held over until Sunday, September 16th. Hold on to your ticket stubs. Your ticket stubs will be worth half off the admission price of that special program on Sunday, September 16th. There'll be, besides these races, these feature events, the remainder of the Budweiser Triple Crown Series features on that Sunday. You also see a special hobby stock event that day, a powder puff race, and of course the Pro Stock, a full Pro Stock program as well on Sunday, September 16th, and the remainder of this Budweiser Triple Crown Series feature and the other Budweiser Triple Crown Series feature events.